Welcome back to Teresa's Dead. My name is Teresa and I'm very much alive. I have an awful, garbage, filthy mouth, so viewer discretion is advised, but if you're not into that or weird shenanigans, this is definitely not the place for you. Feel free to exit out the video here. No harm, no foul, but I'll remember our time fondly. Welcome to like trying on a bunch of stuff because I bought a bunch of stuff. I bought a lot of new makeup and I wanted to do a good old fashion try on / get ready with me where I am going to show you the trials and tribulations of these products along with telling a couple of stories along the way. One's an update and the other one is just a very weird thing that happened at a Miller's Ale House, but but I digress. Anyway, in today's video, we're gonna be talking about a couple of different new products that has come out. Supergoop, the new Daily Dose by Retinol Mineral SPF. I don't know why that scared me, but I was like, that's too long of a name. This thing, the new Charlotte Tilbury highlighters, the NYX Bear With Me Blur Foundation. We have some stuff from Izamaya, the new Too Faced palette Pinker Times Ahead. We use the Urban Decay Quickie Concealer. I also play with the Pixie on the Glow Blush deodorant stick thing. I don't know. We use some Odin's Eye. We use a lot of stuff in today's video. But before we get all into that, I want to say thank you so much to HelloFresh for sponsoring today's video. Happy New Year, my little lambs. I absolutely love the new year. It's the one time of the year when new beginnings and good vibes only parties reign supreme. And everyone, and I mean everyone, can hit that reset button and pretend that the last 365 days didn't happen. Listen, you've got New Year's goals, and HelloFresh is here to help you achieve them. Skip the grocery store and take control of your time and budget with delicious recipes delivered right to your door. And for all my folks buried under the snow, don't schlep to the grocery store. You can stock up on snacks, sides, and desserts and more at HelloFresh Market. Y'all know I've been using HelloFresh for years, and what keeps me coming back is their incredible variety of recipes. HelloFresh's latest line of meals featuring robust flavors and filling portions are ready in less than 15 minutes. So enjoy taste and quality done quickly with recipes like falafel power bowls, seared steak and potatoes with béarnaise sauce, or Southwest pork and bean burritos. With HelloFresh, eating well in the new year can be stress-free and delicious. And it's comforting to know that you'll always get top quality with HelloFresh because ingredients travel from the farm to you in less than 7 days. That said, HelloFresh has offered my beautiful subscribers a fantastic deal. Go to HelloFresh.com and use code TeresaIsDead21 for 21 free meals plus free shipping. Yes, you heard right. That's HelloFresh.com and use the code TeresaIsDead21 for 21 free meals plus free shipping. Happy New Year, my little muffins. Again, thank you HelloFresh for sponsoring today's video. Y'all go support the sponsors that support your garbage queen. And without further ado, I know I do these videos backwards, but let's see how I did this. I was gonna think of something else to say and then nothing came to me. So let's go back to potato me. Potato. Oh God, okay. Hello, my little kittens. Let's start with this first. I have been really liking this. I swear, everything that Supergoop has put out, especially in like the Daily Dose line. Here's my other one that I love too. The label's all scratched up. The Hydroceramide Boost. This is amazing, but I've been loving this thing. So I actually purchased it when it first came out and then I've been using it ever since. So good. So we're gonna put a little bit on today. This is the Bioretinol Mineral SPF, has SPF 40 in it. I've been wearing it outside. My face has not gotten sunburn and we love that for me. And I haven't noticed any kind of weird shit actually when using this product. It does come out pretty like beigey tinted. So this is what it looks like on my skin. Granted, I am paper. Is there a tint? Not really. I don't really notice a tint too much. Kind of blends out into nothing, really. Today we're going outside, so we need to make sure our SPF is fully covered. So I'm gonna let this sit on my face for a few minutes before I start playing with primers and all that good shit. But what we are going to do today is actually use a new set of complexion products. So I went to Ulta, did a little drunk shopping and I wound up picking up a couple of different things and I just kind of wanted to try NYX. I feel like I talk so much shit about them and rightfully so. I feel like a lot of their products are gross. I don't think they're worth the money at all, and if anything, they're probably the most expensive drugstore brand, and I don't understand why. At least if you're going to be that price, make the quality make sense. But when the quality is less than Wet n Wild, what the fuck are you doing? So anyway, we're gonna be trying the Bear With Me Blur, and I got it in 2 different shades because the shade range is so funky on it. It's so funky. So I chose the shade Pale 1, which I think is gonna be too light for me, and then I chose Light Ivory, which is meant for more like cool tone neutral option. There is a 2 that looks straight like mellow yellow. And I was like, that's not gonna be good for me. So we're gonna mix these two. Pale looks like buttercream. We're gonna try to see if this works, but worst case scenario, we'll probably have to combine the 2 to make it work. But I'm kind of excited to try this. This is a blurring tint foundation. I don't have any expectations. If it's great, that's amazing. If it's not, I am not heartbroken about it because it just proves my point that NYX is just not all that. But anyway, we're just gonna wait a couple more minutes. Now that we waited a few minutes, we're gonna go in with my tried and true, my Ritual Defeat Thorn Oil, which by the way, I know a lot of people have asked me, hey, where the hell does thorn oil fit into the whole like makeup skincare routine? Now, granted, you can use this for skincare. It's great, but I like it more as a makeup primer. I apply this after my SPF, and I always kind of stick with these kind of SPFs. These have been my favorite so far, and I just found that they work really, really well. Doesn't disturb anything underneath. Everything is fine. So I like to give it though a few minutes and then apply thorn oil, and then I wait a couple minutes, and then I start doing the whole makeup bullshit game. We're gonna take a nice little droplet of this fun, bloody color. And we're just gonna gently place the product on the face. So I like to let the thorn oil sit on my face, do all that stuff. Now, normally what I would do next is put on a color corrector because as you can see, I do have some redness on my skin. But, you know what? Let's see what it's like without it. Let's see how much coverage we can get before I start to panic and realize, what the fuck am I doing? You know what I mean? So let's do that. But in the meantime, before I put this on my face, I actually want to say thank you. Thank you to everyone that has like reached out and was like, hey, how are you doing? If you didn't know, I have been kind of sick lately, and I'm still kind of sick. It's very weird. I don't know what's wrong with me. It's annoying. But if you didn't know, I was in the hospital at the end of December, and it's just been a goddamn journey. I feel a lot better than I did, but long story short, like I had a lot of difficulty breathing and I like just couldn't catch my breath and it was really scary and I was like, what the fuck is going on? I went into a walk-in clinic and they were like, we are not comfortable treating you. You are scaring us and the staff. And I was like, and so then they told me, by the way, you have pneumonia. Also pack a bag because you're going to be in the hospital for a little bit, which caused me to go into a wild spiral where I then had to go to the hospital. And thankfully I was only there overnight. But yeah, they said that it was pneumonia. And then they were like, you don't have pneumonia, you don't have COVID, you don't have RSV, you don't have the flu. We don't know what the fuck you have. Basically, we did x-rays on you, your chest is clean. I don't know, this is just really like just a noodle scratcher. We don't know what's wrong with you. And I'm like, got it. So I kind of got checked out, I guess, for like bad asthma. So they gave me medicine and I was kind of fine during the holidays, and then I started feeling kind of crappy again. And then this last week, I finally had my appointment with my primary care physician, and she was like, what the fuck? She's like, we're gonna get you checked out. So I'm gonna have an appointment with the pulmonologist to kind of see what the next steps are, but it's weird. It's like allergies and asthma had a baby and it's just like attacking my chest. So it sucks. I feel like I've been living on prednisone for so long now that I'm just getting more and more bloated as the day goes on. I feel like in a minute, my face is gonna be like this big. And it's gonna be like, I'm gonna need how many foundations to cover this? I feel so swollen, honestly, it sucks. But it's the only thing that kind of helps me to breathe. I do the whole nebulizer treatment. It's a journey. I've switched my allergy medicine from like Claritin to Allegra to Nasacort, like everything under the sun, and still I feel kind of... So Florida's just trying to obviously wear me down. It's just trying to wear me down, baby. I don't know, but I just want to say thank you so much for those that have reached out to me and just have been like, yo, what's going on? How are you feeling? I feel kind of... I will have great bursts in the morning where I'm just like, yes, let's go get videos done. And then as the day goes on, I'm just like this. I turn into a little raisin. We love that for me. And also the amount of stuff that I cough up, it's gross. It's gross. Sometimes I'm like, is that like a piece of my brain? Like, anyway, but again, thank you for those that have checked in, and I appreciate it. Alex appreciates it, because even when y'all go to his stream and are like, hey, how's my girl doing? Like that means so much to me. So thank you for caring. Okay, that said, let's go try this stuff on. I feel like I've spent enough time talking about myself. All right, how the fuck do you open these? Give me a trusty box cutter. Ew. Oh, this is not, oh, I mean, she's light. She's light and she's thick. She is really thick. All right, so that's pale. It's like fucking paint swatches on my face. Okay, let's try light ivory. Oh, this is gonna be, okay. I mean, I feel like it looks okay on camera, but this one's definitely too dark. Okay, so that's a lot of product actually that kind of squirts out. All right, so let's see, what can we do here? Well, you know what, let's just kind of blend this into the skin. We're gonna have to combine the two because there's no, and you know, actually, kind of blended in quite nicely. Maybe I am a light ivory. Go fucking figure, okay. So I'm just gonna take this pale one. Yeah, okay. I definitely say that this side looks a lot better. I don't think I needed to go with pale. It's funny actually, when I look at it on this side, it kind of looks a little bit more streaky. So I'm just gonna take a dampen Paw sponge. Okay, so that's pale and that's light ivory. This is weird. Why did it kind of, does it kind of look the same? Maybe I'm just tripping. Maybe that's what it is. But it kind of looks the same and it's freaking me the fuck out, right? Okay. Let's add, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna add a little bit of the light ivory. We're gonna add that up here. And all I did was just take like a little bit. The product's doing a really nice job covering stuff up. Is it covering up completely, like for full coverage? No, but I think for a medium though, this is not bad. Again, I'm just gonna take my little sponge just to get just a couple of brush strokes out. Fuck. Okay, you know what? You know what, y'all? I know I talk a lot of shit, okay, but I'm always the first to admit when I'm wrong. And I like this. Oh my God, Nix, what are you doing to me? Like, what is this? I don't know. All right, so I wanna kinda add a little more, but we're gonna kinda add it over here to kind of see if maybe we can build up some of the coverage. Oh, okay. By the way, if you're curious to know what brush I'm using, it's from Lethal Cosmetics. This is their 120 foundation brush. I love it. It's good because it's kind of like a weird angled brush and it gets all my nooks and crannies. Okay, listen. Okay, the only thing that's kind of annoying about this thing, which is gonna be interesting to store, is that it's kind of messy. I didn't even have to squeeze anything out of here. Like it just kind of dribbles out or pisses out, depending on how you want to hear things. So not a fan of that, but oh, this actually looks really nice with your fingers too. Ooh, I'm just gonna take a little and put it on the back of my hand, and I'm gonna take a sponge. We're just gonna apply it on my nose. I don't like to put too much product on my nose because that's the driest part of my face. And I can usually tell if I'm gonna like a foundation or not just with how either powder or foundation sits on it. If it starts to emphasize a lot of shit, so I'm very mindful of that. I have to say, really loving this though. If you do add a little bit more coverage, it doesn't get cakey. What the fuck? Oh my God, I really like this. This is really nice. Nice like medium coverage. You do see some redness, but for the most part though, it's really doing a good job blurring my shit, especially like my pores, which I don't have many, but I do have like over here just a little bit, and I feel like I don't see them. Good job. I fucking love this. I think it's really great. It looks really nice on my skin. My skin looks incredibly hydrated still. I'm not noticing any sort of patchiness like I mentioned before. There is a little bit of redness poking through, but it's really not that bad. Everything is looking really nice. So I want to add a little bit of concealer, and then we're going to, you know what, fuck it. We're going to do some more cream products. Let's do some more cream products, but let's talk about the new concealer I'm going to try. And that is the Urban Decay Quickie Up to 24-Hour Wear Multi-Use Concealer. I picked this up in the shade 10NN, which I believe is the lightest shade, if I'm not mistaken. And oh, she is cute. Look at her. I got excited about this one, but also when I read about the claims after the fact, I was like, did I make the right decision? So let's see if I did. So this is little doe foot. Oh no, that is so scary. That is like, oh, okay, all right. You know what? Sometimes we love a brightening moment, but I mean, it's coming out nice. It doesn't feel, it doesn't feel super thick. So let's try this, and I'm gonna try it with the stupid little sponge. I typically like using a brush when I'm applying my concealer as of late, but we're gonna try this though to see how this works. Oh, she's thick. Okay. I am terrified. Okay, I don't like this. I don't like this bingo stamper on my face. That's weird. So I'm just gonna go in with a sponge to blend it out. On the other side, we're gonna go in with a brush. But okay, not too bad. She's bright, but I don't hate her. So this is the side with it. This is the side without. You can see that I have some dark circles over here. Yeah, you know, listen, not bad. But the true test is to see if this starts to settle into my fine lines. But I kind of want to add just a little bit more right here because I feel like I could still see a little bit of my dark circles. So we're just gonna pop that right there. I'm just gonna bring it down just a little bit. But this time I wanna use a brush. I don't like this. Well, no, we're gonna try it on this side. Yeah, I don't like this because I feel like it's taking up the foundation underneath and creating this really weird kind of a texture. But I think when I go over it with the sponge, it's cool. So I don't like this. This is stupid. There's no value to it. But this though, this looks good. Plus, this is kind of stiff. I feel like I have like cream products that have these kind of brushes with it. For example, like Makeup by Mario, right? That has one. And that one's pretty good. Kind of looks like a weird alien triangle butt thingy. I don't know. Anyway, but this though, this using it to blend stuff out is just, it's problematic. I just don't like it. But this though looks pretty good. Okay, listen, I like it. So I'm going to do this to the other side, and this time we're gonna use a brush because fuck that little spongy thingy. It's stupid. Another great brush, by the way, is Sephora 71, the concealer brush. This is really, really good. If you ever see it, highly recommend checking it out. It's a really good concealer brush. So I'm just gonna bring it down a little bit. A little bit does go a long way. And so it's a little bit of my bad. You know what? I think this might be a product that I am not a fan of with a brush, which is okay. So I think the sponge is gonna come and save it. Okay, that's way better. So I'm gonna apply a little bit more. Okay, so the other complaint that I have about this product is that when I do apply it with the brush, it kind of feels like it doesn't really melt into the skin. It kind of just sits there. So I really need a dampen sponge to push the product in. Not the end of the world, but something that is kind of annoying because I have other concealers that I don't need to really do that with. But I will say, once I do press the product in, it looks good. It looks really fucking good. It's a very, yes, obviously it's a clear brightening moment right here. Little Mrs. Doubtfire, like, hello. But I'm not mad about it. I do want to see though what it's like if I kind of start to carve out pieces of my face though. But I feel like I'm going to need a cream bronzer first. So I don't have any new cream bronzers. So what we're going to do is we're just going to use the one that's in front of me, which is from Say. This one's really good. And I'm just going to apply just a little bit. And I want to see if I can carve out my face to kind of make it a little bit more defined, you know. This prednisone is really fucking me up. I'm going to go in with my Sonia G mini base brush. One of my favorite little cream brushes. And I did a little bit too much product, but it's okay. What I like about this is that it blends out nicely. All right, so we have a little bit of cream bronzer on the face, looking pretty cute. So now I have two products. So technically I could use the new NARS product that I picked up because I have not used it yet, which is the NARS Orgasm. Or I could use this one. This is the Pixie by Petra On The Glow Blush, which I picked this up because it looked really cute. So let's, you know what? Let's see if we can, maybe we could play with both. Oh, this looks like a fucking deodorant stick. Oh, this is cute. This is cute. Okay. Ooh. Oh, this is a deodorant stick. Okay. This is, oh, that's so pretty. Okay. So we have that color. So let's see, what does the NARS Orgasm looks like? Ooh, dare I say the fucking Pixie product looks a lot better. This looks like kind of chunky city. All right, maybe we will not play with NARS today. And we will try the Pixie by Petra. I wanted to get their new product, their bronzer, but I have not been able to find it in store. It's like nowhere sold in the Orlando area. I'm like, come on guys, really? So I am going to, do I do it to the face? Oh, I can do it to the face. All right, that's weird. Okay, I feel scared. Let me get a brush, I feel scared. So I'm gonna take my Sonia G Classic Base Brush. I like this for blushes and such. Oh, am I not a virginal bride? I love this. Okay, this is in the shade Fleur, right? Please tell me that's the shade. Probably not. Oh no, I was right, Fleur. This is cute, giving me virgin vibes. I like it. Just wanna, no, stop doing the stick. Stop doing it. You're gonna fuck everything up. It's like a light wash of color. It's cute, but it's very, very light. I like my About Face ones a little bit more. That's a really good balm blush. This kind of has a similar-ish sort of consistency, but I feel like when I start kind of applying it with the sponge, kind of looks like it disappears a little bit, right? Okay, so we're just going to put it on the back of my hand. This is what she looks like. I'm just gonna apply it this way. Maybe that's what I need to do. It's like a Campbell soup possessed child. I'm okay with that though. Put a little bit on my nose. I think blush in the nose is pretty cute, and then I feel like when I do it, I just look sick. Just like, oh, you have a cold? No, I'm fine. Okay, you know what? I like it. It's light, it's pretty. It's a little bit different for me. I feel like I do a little bit more of a deeper blush, but I'm kind of into it though. The packaging is really fun on this. I actually kind of want to try the bronzer now. But yeah, she's on the lighter side, but I'm not mad at it though. The question will be, does she last? But we like her. We love a virginal bride moment. I'm into it. Okay, so I probably should put powder on my face, right? Because I have powder highlighters that we're gonna probably talk about next. Although, so this finally came into the fucking mail. I purchased this one day. I forgot when, probably was it November? Anyway, so this is from the brand Izamaya. I actually picked up 2 products, so we're gonna try both of them today. This is a stick highlighter. This is the mascara. When I tell you how I am so disappointed, because while the packaging looks utterly amazing, this is the cheapest product I feel like I have in my collection. For the price, which I don't know off the top of my head, so let's all audibly gasp together as I put it down below. I know, this should be at least 2 pounds. Or, okay, fine, at least 1.5, all right? This is probably all of like maybe 2 ounces. This is the lightest product that I own and I hate it. I hate it. First of all, this feels super evil. I don't know, there's just something weird about this product. I feel like as soon as I open it up, there's going to be demons in my house, which, I mean, listen. All good things come to an end, right? Anyway, so we're gonna try this out. What the fuck? Okay, hold on. I think I broke it. See how dumb? That's dumb. This is what she looks like. So what is this? What is this? Did I buy roll-on deodorant? What is this? Okay, do you even see that? Good, because I can't see it either. Fuck. Ugh. Byredo. I swear they cursed me. All right, so let's see if we can apply this. This is so weird looking. Kind of looks like a little mini glitter ball. You know what it is? It reminds me of like when you were a kid and you had like those perfume roller ball things that were covered in glitter. That's exactly what this looks like, except made for fancy people. Okay, so we're gonna apply apply it this way. Do you see it? Do you see it? I mean, it just makes my face look wet. No, you bitch. Oh, did it just take up the product underneath? All right, so apply it to the back of my hand. You're not gonna see that, right? And then we are going to use, we're just gonna do our finger. Ew, this is just sparkles. It looks like spit sparkles. What is this? I'm never buying anything from this brand again. I am just so, oh God. This is so not what I thought it was gonna be. It just looks glossy, not in a sexy, fun way. Not even in I have food poisoning way. It looks like I took some KY jelly and was like, this is a thing. I definitely think when I use a finger, it looks a little bit better, I guess, but it just looks wet. I know as soon as I put powder on it, it's going to look horrible. You need a sponge to kind of press it in to kind of get rid of that weird like sludge moment. It does a little something something, but I mean, it's not really doing too much for me. So what I want to do now is I just want to take a little bit of the concealer and I want to see if I can just carve this part of my face out. I'm just going to use a brush with it. Nice, okay. See if this can cover up some of the redness that I have in the lower portion of my face. Okay, I like that. I think it looks good. The one thing I'm gonna say right off the bat, I really like this concealer because I have not put any powder on my face and I don't feel like I need to. It actually dries down to a natural looking finish, which is fantastic. And I feel like too, with the NYX Blur Foundation, I really don't feel like I need to set it down at all. Like it looks really nice. But I have a powder highlighter, but I do want to put a little bit of powder on my face. Otherwise, I feel like it's gonna cause like some sort of gummy mess. So let's add a little bit of powder. And the powder I want to use today is from Kaleidos. This is the Symphony Face Illuminator in Light. I love this powder. It's so good. So we're just going to gently and gingerly just set my face very, very, very carefully. So this is what half my face looks with setting powder, without setting powder. Also just gonna lightly do my under eye too, just a little bit. Normally I like to do my Charlotte Tilbury, but we're not gonna do that today. We're just gonna use this one as like an all over powder. All right, looking pretty good. I will say that the powder obviously, I feel like kind of dulled things down a scotch. We're gonna add a little bit more powder because why not? Where are we going? Actually out for dinner later. But who cares? Actually, Actually, you know what? I want to add a little bronzer too. I know, I'm being extra as fuck, but whatever. We're gonna go in with the L'Oreal Lumi, just a little bit. I'm going with Glam Light. This is a very shockingly pink blush. This is from the Strawberry Shortcake collection. So we're just gonna add a little bit there and a little bit here. That was too much. Now you're getting too fancy, Theresa. Hold on. I'm adorable. Okay, so let's talk about some highlighters because that Amaya shit is not it, fam. It is not it. Let's talk about Charlotte Tilbury. So I picked up 3 of the Glow Glide Face Architect Highlighter. What the fuck name is that? I picked it up in shade Moonlit Glow, Champagne Glow, and a Pillow Talk Glow. These are the 3 lightest. All 3 of these work for me. I picked them up on day 1. I've been wearing all of them ever since they arrived in the mail. This is a really nice formula. Is it my favorite Charlotte Tilbury highlighter? No, I still like the Pillow Talk one that came out last year. There's something so alien slut about that highlighter that is perfect. This is more of like a demure slut, but it's still very, very pretty. I was expecting more. So we're gonna go in with Pillow Talk, which this is like the pinkier one. I feel like the pinky one is going to go good with this kind of bubblegum pink moment we have on the cheeks today. So as you can see, this is what it looks like without it. So this is 2 swipes. She's pigmented, she's very, very beaming, but there's just something about the other one that I just like so much more. I don't find this one to have any real like glitter. So if you're worried about the emphasis on that with your skin, don't be. It doesn't emphasize anything funky or chunky or weird, but now I kind of want to add, the other one, the Champagne Glow, because that one's pretty too. So we're just gonna add a little bit of this one just in the front part. See, now I feel like I made it like incredibly like, woo! Bitch pops. You know what? I take back everything I said. Actually, you know what? They can be alien slut. You just have to build them up. And I'm just being a little bitch about it. But I think it's really, really pretty though. Okay, again, gonna go in with that Pillow Talk. I'm so glad that it can erase that Amaya bullshit. And of course, to be extra as fuck, let's add a little just to the front here. Champagne Glow. And for good measures, we will add Moonlit Glow in between the eyes, kind of give that extra bit of sparkle. You know what? I really do like these. I really do like these. I think for me, it was a little bit of a hesitation because I was expecting it to be like the Pillow Talk one because that was like instant, bam, in your face, alien slut. These are buildable, which at the end of the day, I think that's probably the best formula for everybody because everybody gets exactly what they want. If they want something light, they can get something light, but if they want something that can be like alien slutty, you can get that too. So I take back what I said. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry, the Amaya is really fucking with me right now, okay? But this is cute. So the next thing we're gonna do is an eye look, which by the way, I am not excited about. Because after kind of swatching a couple of shades, I'm like, what did I buy? So when I was in Ulta and I was just, you know, inebriated, I fell in love with the Pinker Times Ahead palette from Too Faced, and this is what she looks like. However, the shimmers are, no ma'am. They are not it, family, okay? They are not it. What is this? Do you see this? Cause I don't, okay? So this was probably the stupidest purchase that I made this year, and rightfully so, okay? I was fucked up and I should be stopped. So what we're gonna do is we are going to use some of the mattes in here. I'm gonna try laying down the shimmer, but if all else fails, we're just gonna go over it with some Odin's Eye and just call it a day. So with that said, we're gonna go in with a little bit of Kaleidos. This is the Tone Activator Primer. I'm gonna start with this like peachy color right here. We're gonna put that in the crease. I'm using my Refer number 13, my favorite brush. Little bit of kick up, but nothing too wild. No fallout. And she's very light, but she is applying, and that's a bonus. Yeah. How is your January going? Mine is going swell. Well, not really. Once I figure out what the fuck is going on with me, I think things will be so much easier. In the meantime, I am just trying to relax as much as humanly possible. Oh, you know what? I actually did have something funny happen to me. Okay, I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Refer number 16. I'm gonna use like this white shade down here to just like blend out the outer edges of this. So Alex and I wound up having dinner one night with Allie Dawson here on YouTube if you don't know her, and afterwards we went to go meet her husband Corey and her friend Alyssa at at a Miller's Ale House. And now this is like a school night for me, right? So this is like a weekday. And I wasn't gonna stay too long, but I was like, oh, you know, let's go have a drink. So we wind up having a drink at the bar at this Miller's Ale House because Corey and Alyssa just got off of work. And it was probably like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, right? I don't know how this happened, but the bartender, oh, I know how this happened. Someone in the restaurant wound up airdropping a photo to Alyssa's mom, because Alyssa's mom was there. First time I'm meeting Alyssa's mom. And I think I said something like, oh, at least it wasn't a dick pic. Like somebody randomly in the restaurant airdropped her a picture. I don't know, it was like a meme or something. Like, I didn't get it. I feel like I'm too old. And, and I said out loud, well, at least it wasn't a dick pic. Okay, which I feel like is fair to say. And the bartender came over and was like, what? And I started laughing, of course, because, you know, that was very rude of me, you know, in public. I was like, oh, sorry, whatever. And she's just like, oh, you want to see a dick pic? Listen, if anyone says to you, hey, especially if you're in a Miller's Ale House, you want to see a dick pic? You know what your answer is? Yes. Yes, you want to see it. Because when are you going to get this opportunity again? So, of course, you know, I am curious. So I said, yeah, sure. So she said, okay. And then she goes, wait, I have to get permission first. So then she kind of explains a story about, I don't really understand. There was a person that was texting her and I think she's going to court about it. I didn't understand the backlog of it, but it was like this person was sending her messages and she like wanted this person to stop. I don't know if it was a wrong number or like a jilted lover. I don't know, but like they wouldn't stop. So I guess she just like asked someone to like send their dick to her so that she can send the dick to this person to like leave her alone. Listen, I don't understand the rationale, but I was just like, I'm here for it. I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna go in with this darker brown shade right here. I'm gonna put that in the crease just to give it a little bit more dimension because the mattes in this are kind of really nice. Anywhoosies, she comes back like after like a couple minutes and she goes, okay, I can show you. Just an FYI, there's a tattoo on the penis. And I said, color me intrigued. I was like, oh, I'm all in now. Like, here's all my chips. I'm about to cash in. I want to see this penis with, with the tattoo on it. Listen, okay? What am I supposed to say? No? So she shows me this picture of a penis. First, she was covering half of it. The man's face wasn't in it. So she was just like covering, I guess, like his underwear and jeans or whatever. But anyway, she just wound up plopping her phone down and me, Allie, I think Alex looked at it. I'm not entirely sure. Alex, please let me know if you did. We looked at it and it was like a skinny hot dog that had like, honestly, the tattoo did not look good. But maybe because, was it hard? I think it was hard. Anyway, the tattoo was like really funky and chunky. It looked like it was just a bunch of like splotches. It looked like it could be lettering, but I don't really know what it says. Anyway, it was supposed to be his like ex-wife's name or something. And then she said like, oh, but that's my dick. And I went, okay. Like I was just so confused. And then she was like, can you guess whose dick this is? Like, and I was like, oh, this dick works here? She's like, yes. And I just like looked all over like the restaurant. I just picked one guy that was expoing food. And I said, is it that guy? And she went, yeah, how did you know? He was covered in tattoos. That was my first giveaway. And he just seemed like the type that would have a tattoo on his penis. And she said, yeah. And then she walked away and she brought him over. And I guess pointed out that she shared his dick pic with us. And he was like, and then went back to expoing food. I was like, okay, this is a lot to handle on a Tuesday, but you know what? I'm down. Oh, fuck me. Moral of the story. Anyone says, hey, you want to see a dick pic? You say yes. Why? Just for the story. All right, so these mattes are pretty good. They're pretty good for Too Faced. Pretty good for Too Faced. I think what I want to do now is, I don't think there's really anything in this palette that's really deep. So what we're going to do is we're going to just try to put this blue all over the lid and call it a day. So I'm going to go in with the Rougher number 21. I'm going to use a little bit of NYX glitter glue and we're going to hope for the best on this one. Mattes are quite lovely. All right, so we have a nice little layer on. I'm going to go to town on that blue shade, which, oh, okay. You know what? It ain't bad. It ain't bad at all. She's light though. She's very, very bubblegummy light. This is definitely super pastel palette. Are we surprised? No. But does she look true to pan? Not really. Can we build her up at least? She can be built up, but there is a little bit of texture I'm noticing, like a wrinkly ball sack. How apropos. So I don't really love that too much. But I mean, they get the job done. It's just not what I thought it was gonna be. And she does have a necessary glitter bukkake. Great. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's kind of giving me like candy button dreams. What the fuck does that even mean? It's giving me candy button dreams. But I kind of want to like put something else on top of it. It feels like I need to. It's not really giving me the depth and dimension that I want. So, ooh, see, that's what I wanted. I want something like electric-y blue like that. Ooh, no, I don't want that. Ooh, that would have been cool. Oh, that would have been cool. We're gonna add a little bit of this blue shade, which I'll tell you the name of it in 1 second, from Odin's Eye. I think I need something. I need something to make this pop. It feels too meh. Like, I understand that it is a pastel color story, but I just wanna like it more. So we're gonna go in with this shade, which this is Daniel. This is S018, which is a lovely shimmer shade. So I am going to, ooh, this is a little flaky though. So we're just gonna be very, yeah, see that? Like that's what I wanted. That's instant payoff. Just wanna be very gentle because she is a chunky girl. So we're just gonna pat this down. Yeah, this is so much better. There is a light amount of fallout, but overall kind of easy to clean. So that's my only complaint, I guess, with the Odin's Eye ones, is that it's probably really best to do your eye makeup first and then your base. So I'm just gonna go in with a little brush over here to try to get this up, but it's not coming up. So that's kind of annoying. So I'm just gonna add a little powder. The concealer's starting to settle in. Oh, that's scary. I don't like it. All right, so next thing I want to do now is kind of quickly line my eyes really fast. So what I use to line my eyes is actually from the Sydney Grace Mel Thompson bundle. This is fantastic, but I use this brown shade down here. It's such a good like chocolate brown liner. Love it. And I just find myself lining the top lash anyway with powder. It's easier for me. I like it. Now in the lower lash line, I'm gonna use one of my favorite eyeliners as of late. Kulfi makes amazing eyeliners, and I'm going to use it in the shade Daydream, which is a very pretty like powder blue color. And then I'm gonna go back into this shade, the darker brown shade from the Too Faced palette. And I'm gonna use my Bristles Beauty E04RS and just go a little bit underneath the lash line. Basically to kind of match the energy that is in the crease and above the crease. A little bit of that peachy shade. And I usually take it to about 2/3. I don't really like to get too close to the inner corner, only because my eyes are super sensitive. And if I get shadow in there, then I start to tear up and it's not a good look. It's annoying as fuck. So this is what she looks like. It's cute, it's fine, it is what it is, right? Thank God for Odin's Eye. Thank God for Odin's Eye, because I feel like the shimmers just were not cutting it. Now here is the mascara that I picked up from Izamaya. And again, same thing, stupid shitty packaging. It feels so light, especially for the price point. I am mad at myself for ever getting caught up in this bullshit. So we are just going, this brush is big. This is a scary brush. Why is it, whoa, all right. It looks like it's been drinking. One side's like this, the other side's like this. Love that. Can't wait to get this all over my lids. I feel terrified. Now I did curl my lashes before, because I always do that. I feel like the brush is making it go like, it's all wonky. What the fuck? Why? I'm disappointed. Why is it doing that? So weird. Okay, so what it's basically doing for me is one lash is like this. Everything else is kind of like this, but one lash is like, nope, fuck you. And it looks weird and clumpy. All right, let me see if I can just try to, come on. Can you like not stay together? Can you just separate for mama? Please? No. Okay. Yeah, what the, I don't like it. So I'm gonna try to do it in my lower lash line. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little terrified because the brush is so big. It's too big. Some things can be too big. I don't like it, so I'm actually going to stop using that. And I'm gonna go in with the It Cosmetics Tight Line Mascara just to finish the job. I'm gonna go back in with Daydreamer. And then the last thing I wanna do is add a little bit of that Charlotte Tilbury Moonlit Glow in the inner corner. I hate this. You know what? Like the mascara is so annoying because I have one lash that is like solidified into like a point. Yes, lash is point. But like it kind of looks like it's grabbing other lashes and it is not separating out. It just, what the fuck? Okay, all right. We're gonna do the other eye off camera and we're gonna come back and finish this up. So this is the completed look. I know, like how cute I am. So adorable. So the lipstick I have on is something, whole place. I'll tell you exactly what it is. It's the Sam color from Makeup by Mario mixed in with a little bit of gloss from Wet n Wild. This is the Mondays Feels. I like this gloss. This is pretty good. Anyway, okay, so let's kind of talk a little bit about all the shit that I put on my face. Starting with the Supergoop Daily Dose. I love this stuff. Like I said, I picked this up as soon as it came out. I've been enjoying the hell out of it. Obviously, the biggest difference between these two is that this is a clear oil. This one has a little bit of a tint to it, but as I start to massage it into the skin, it kind of slowly dissipates. If there is any color, I barely notice it. I've been loving this and so far so good. Every time I go out in the sun, this is what I've been having on my face. We're in love. Of course, everything that I talk about in today, I will give you an update towards the end of the month, but so far, so good. We love that one. Now, moving on to foundation. What? I am fucking surprised. Oh my God, look how cute I am. I love this. This has actually exceeded my expectations. Oh my God. So I got it in the shade Light Ivory and Pale. I don't think I really needed Pale because it was kind of like a little bit too light on my skin. I feel like Light Ivory did a really good job not oxidizing to make it look darker. It's actually a pretty good match. And even when like blending it into the neck, I don't really notice that it's darker or anything. I just think that this is definitely the perfect shade for my uncooked chicken ass. This exceeded my expectations. One, not only does it have really good coverage, I would say like probably a good solid medium coverage, it blends into the skin so effortlessly and so like pretty, and I just want to like literally just take a little spoon and just start eating my face. Like my complexion is so beautiful and smooth. I like that it blurs out my little pores over here. It's not emphasizing any dry texture or anything like that. Everything looks really good on my face. It's sitting on my nose beautifully, and I did use a little bit of powder to set it. Dare I say I don't really think I needed to set my face with it, but I know that if I hadn't, once I go outside, I would have had some marks around my nose or my sunglasses on. So I feel like I definitely need a little bit of powder. And the powder I used was the Kaleidos powder, which super fantastic. This is what I included in my best of 2020, 2022, holy shit, 2022 video. So this is fine. But so far so good. It's not settling into fine lines. I've been wearing it for a little while now and we love it. So of course I will update you as I go on, but so far so good. Like I am fucking impressed. I thought it was gonna be a thick bitch because when it came out, it was kind of thick and it just seemed like, oh, this is not gonna work out very well for me, but it actually melted beautifully into the skin and it worked really, really well with SPF and my Ritual Diffie primer. So mama likes. And I can't believe I'm Light Ivory. Oh my God. 2023 is a wild year so far. So we like that. Moving on to the concealer. I like this, but I need to keep playing with it. So this is the Stay Naked Quickie up to 24-hour multi-use concealer, right? And first and foremost, I think the thing that I really don't like about it is this little thing on the top. I don't think it really adds anything. If anything, it doesn't really melt the product into the skin. It just kind of like spackles it on top where I desperately need to use a dampened sponge to press the concealer in, which is not a big deal. It's not a huge deal, but I love the idea that this could be like a really good applicator. I don't think it is. I think it sucks. That said, this is very light. So I got it in the shade 10NN. I probably could have went for a shade or two higher because this was kind of like really, really light. But I think for a brightening moment is fine. I think I kind of go back and forth between, yes, I love a brightening moment versus like, well, sometimes I kind of just don't want to look like, oh my God, like a beacon of light. Right here. I go back and forth. But it's not bad though. I think it's really cute. I was very, very thoroughly impressed. I didn't really need to set it down right away because the longer that I start playing with cream products, usually I kind of panic and I feel like I have to put powder in this area immediately, but I didn't. And I didn't find that it was causing any sort of reaction. I did do a light layer of powder for the under eyes. This is fine for the under eyes. Not my favorite though. It gets the job done, but I noticed when I powdered this area after a while, it kind of started to look a little weird. Like it started to kind of crease up a little bit. So I patted it out with my fingers. So that's why I kind of want to continue to play with this more because I want to try it with the actual powders that I love using for my under eye area. That said, using it around my face to kind of cover up some of this excess red shit that I have, it was great. It was fine. Again, hate the little puff thing because it really didn't do much of anything. But this used for like spot concealing with a brush is fine. However, you know what's kind of weird though about this? When I used this with a concealer brush, again, it looked okay, but it wasn't really melting into the skin. It's like you almost really need to use a sponge with this product. It's the only way to push it into the skin, otherwise it's kind of sitting on top of it. So I kind of, again, want to keep playing with this because I like the results of it. So far, I don't really think it looks too fucked up. No, I think it looks okay. I feel like I have to keep doing this to kind of pat out the shit under my eyes, but it's not bad. I feel like I've had worse concealers. This is kind of like a, I'm intrigued, but I need to play with it more to really kind of form my thoughts on it. But that said, I'm not pissed that I got this, so I just want to continue to play with it. But as for like a face filler thing, it's good. A face filler thing. The next thing I tried was like kind of cream products. So let's talk about the Pixi On The Glow blush stick deodorant thing. This was really fun. At first I was a little confused because when applying it to the skin, okay. I felt a little bit nervous because the actual product is a little stiff and I felt like it was kind of gonna start taking up all the products underneath. So I switched off by using a brush and it was okay, but I think the best application is the back of my hand and then using a brush and then kind of stamping it on. Love that. I thought it was really, really pretty. It's like a nice tinted kind of balm of a blush. I will say though that I think my favorite type of formula for this kind of a blush is the About Face ones. I love those. Those are so fucking good. But this has interested me enough to try the bronzer sticks. I'm going to pick that one up and then try this again. I think there's also a highlighter too. Kind of want to try a bunch of Pixi stuff in the future because yeah, I don't know. I feel like maybe I'm sleeping on Pixi when I shouldn't be. But so far so good. I've been liking it. It was definitely way better than the weird NARS one I put on the back of my hand. This seemed really fucking chunky, but we're going to use this again in another video. But yeah, I was like not impressed with that. That's why we stuck with Pixi today. Oh, where is this bullshit? Hold on. This thing, okay, so Isamaya. The packaging is so Rough Rider condoms from the fucking 90s. It's weird. I was so disappointed in this. I'm never gonna buy anything from this brand ever again. It's just, this is the last time. I say this now, but watch, there's gonna be something that comes out that I'm like, I kinda want it. But this really didn't do anything. It's like spit with sparkles. It's so weird. And in the balm, I didn't really feel like it was doing much of anything really. It kind of just looked like somebody spit on my face. It was really fucking weird. And also the component piece of it just reminded me of like a roller ball that I had when I was a child. Like, I feel like perfume should be coming out of this. I don't think this did anything special. And the packaging, while really demonic looking, which I'm into, it's so light. It's so goddamn light. Like, it's so insulting. And I'm like, you're paying this much money for something that is like, I can't even throw this at somebody. It would just bounce off somebody's head. Like, it wouldn't cause any damage. And I don't want that in my collection. I need things that have weight. Okay. I need things that are weapons, clearly. So I don't think I would ever really fuck with that, but I'm gonna continue to play with it because maybe like today just wasn't the day for me. Maybe just didn't like the products that I was using, so we're gonna keep at it. But so far you are not impressing me. And the same goes for the fucking mascara. Again, the packaging, kind of demonic, but also kind of like Possess My Little Pony, kind of into it. This one is really funky because the brush head is weird and the formula is kind of like dry but wet at the same time. It's not the most flattering formula I've tried. And also it takes one of my lashes and kind of makes them into a weird fat point and then points them to the right when it should be pointing straight out. What is this? I don't understand how to make this work, but we're gonna keep trying it. But this is probably one of the biggest, actually no, the highlighter is the worst. This I could try to at least get some kind of use out of. This is garbage, but this is kind of not for me. If anyone has this and found success, please let me know down below because I feel like I'm an idiot and I don't understand mascara. So yeah, I wasn't impressed with that. Moving on to, what else did we use? Okay, moving on to highlighter, Charlotte Tilbury. I know I went through, I feel like, a journey. I was kind of like, it's okay. And then I was like, no, I really like this. And I think I went through it because the first time I've ever tried this product, I kind of was like, oh, okay. I didn't really feel like it was anything super special, but the more that I use it and the more that I realize or kind of have to remember that it is a buildable formula, then I'm like, all right, I get it. I like it. I think this is fucking cute. So I do like these. Do you need all three? No, I think whatever color tickles your pickle, it's fine. I didn't notice any sort of formula difference between the three that I got. I like them all. But again, the more that I think about it, the more I'm really into the fact that it is a buildable formula because it really opens itself up to everybody as opposed to just for those that really love an alien slut moment, you know? And I also like that this is the kind of highlighter that really just melts beautifully into the skin and it doesn't feel like it's kind of sitting on top of it. And I cannot now stop eye fucking myself on the camera because I am a glowy queen and I'm obsessed with how I look right now. So I'm loving this. This is something that's good. But again, I don't think you really need all of them. I think if you got one, I think you're fine with it. I think I was really expecting it to kind of be like the Pillow Talk highlighter that came out last year that I was just obsessed with and I loved because it was just like a big old like alien slut dream. So I was a little taken back when I first tried this, but I think the more that I look at it, the more that I remember and realize that this is a buildable formula is the more I'm like, ooh, I look adorable. So yes, so we like that. And then moving on to eye stuff. Okay, so pinker times ahead. The mattes are fine. I don't have anything bad to say about the mattes. Granted, I only used like 3 of them, but they are pigmented. They didn't have any difficulty blending out or anything like that. They were fine. I think the biggest insult of the palette is the shimmers. Hilariously enough, I feel like this eye looks a little bit dimmer than this eye because I applied this blue shade down first, hoping for something. And I think after like 4 coats, literally 4 coats, it starts to look a little bit closer to pan, but there's nothing to write home about. So I switched it up and then used this shade, the shimmer shade called Daniel from Odin's Eye, which is this one right here. And I felt like, ooh, there you go. There's the pop. That's what I was looking for. Now, when I applied this Odin's Eye shade on its own, clearly you can see that like one eye is a little bit brighter than the other one. I say that now, it probably while I'm editing, it probably looks exactly the same, but in person I noticed that this one's a little bit brighter. It's fine. Listen, I love Odin's Eye shimmers. I think they're very sparkly. My biggest complaint is that they are messy and very difficult to kind of clean up. So it's always best to do your eye makeup first and then your base and all that stuff. Otherwise, you're gonna have little blue avatar shits all over your face and nobody has time for that. But anyway, this was kind of disappointing. You know, I'm gonna keep playing with it, but the shimmers are just very, very lackluster and I just want something more from them. And I mean, they're lackluster. It's just, it's not it. It's not it, fam. I don't like it. So yeah, I'm gonna keep playing with this, but I don't have any hopes for it. I think at the end of the day, this is probably gonna be like a below average palette. Do you need it? No, not really. Odin's Eye singles. Yes, I say definitely pick them up if you're interested. I do have a code with them. Garbage. You can save 10% off your order. They have a new release of multi-chromes and shimmers and all that good stuff. I have been playing with their multi-chromes lately. This one I had on my face yesterday. This like really cool bluish pinkish one. I looked motherfucking sick. I was adorable. I loved it. But yeah, I've been enjoying them and they've been really, really fun to play with. And honestly, the saving grace of today's look, especially in the eye department, because considering this sucks and so does the fucking mascara. Let's go back to the mascara for a second. When I first applied it, it looked like some lashes definitely had some length, but the more that I'm talking, the more that they are definitely falling short and kind of like settling to the point where it's just going flat out, which is so fucking fun when you have glasses. So I look forward to crying later. I look forward to that. But yeah, that was pretty much it, right? That's everything I talked about today. I don't think I'm missing out anything else. I do have some more new products, but we will talk about those next time as we do another try on. But anyway, now I want to hear from y'all. Let me know down below if you have any of these products. If you do you love them? Do you hate them? Or were you waiting for me to talk about them? And if so, did I save you money? I hope I did. Thank you again to HelloFresh for sponsoring today's video. And with that said, I want to say thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. As always, feel free to like, comment, hit that subscribe button, it's free, and hit that bell icon for notification of all my future posts. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, and YouTube members. Thank you so much for keeping this delicious, disgusting, filthy, trashy, really filthy, really gross, really nasty garbage boat afloat. I couldn't do without you. I love your adorable little delicious faces, and I just want to gobble you all up so you can live inside my belly and we could be one and we could have a grand old time putting the most surprising product I put on my face, the NYX Blur Foundation, will all look blurred and adorable. I'm excited. If you want to know everything I put on my face today, I'll link it in the description box below. And with that said, I'll see you little pumpkins later. Bye.